This movie had no reason being that good. Got a 25-year-old crying over here and everything. So The Wild Robot is the latest animated film from DreamWorks Animation. The film is directed by Chris Sanders and it stars Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, Kit Connor, and Bill Nye. Shipwrecked on a deserted island, a robot named Roz must learn to adapt to his new surroundings, building relationships with the native animals. Roz soon develops a parental bond with an orphan gosling. Okay, first off, can we address the animation in this movie because it is just miraculous. This is one of the best looking animated films I have ever seen in my entire life. The animation is so smooth, clean, crisp, and flawless. It really does feel like a bunch of paintings brought to life. Like imagine you went to some fancy museum and someone took the exact paintings from that museum and turned it into a flourishing animated feature film. I mean, y'all, look at this. You cannot tell me that doesn't look like an actual painting. And the color patterns are so vibrant that it's just so... Ooh, look, I'm telling you, animation for the win. I don't care what nobody says. And the best part about the animation in this movie is that it doesn't feel like a copycat of the animation from the Spider-Verse films. Let's be honest, the Spider-Verse films really set the bar high for what animation could be. And we've seen some movies in the past that arguably have tried to replicate that same magic. Definitely not plagiarizing, oh no, rather more of like taking heavy inspiration. But here in The Wild Robot, this feels like a whole new genre for animation. And it's really crazy when you think about it because DreamWorks at one point was on the verge of bankruptcy. And instead of letting the company rot and then eventually going bankrupt, DreamWorks said, nah, we gotta lock in because the movies they've been putting out for the past 2 years have been quite fascinating. So props to DreamWorks, you guys have another spectacle on your hands. I know one thing though, I need my Shrek 5, let me tell you something. The voice acting in this movie is phenomenal. The entire cast was fantastic. Hell, there were even actors that I didn't even know was in the movie until the credits rolled. And I was really surprised with who was voicing who. For those actors, that is some pretty damn good voice acting. But let's talk about the main cast. Starting off with Lupita Nyong'o as Roz. Lupita was fantastic as Roz. So Roz's story is kind of a fish out of water story where she has to adapt to the wildlife in order to be able to survive. So if you've seen practically almost any robot movie where robots are essentially these obeying command servants, but as the movie progresses forward, they develop this really strange feeling that every single human being on planet Earth has. Feelings. But you see how Roz goes from this robotic obeying servant to this figure that develops very human-like feelings. And Lupita's voice acting really helped elevate the emotions of Roz. Kit Connor was fantastic as the orphan gosling who's trying to find love and acceptance from his own kind. And then you have Pedro Pascal who plays this slick, clever, rebellious fox who has more unaddressed trauma than Christopher Moltisanti. But I thought Pedro was fantastic just as much as the rest of the cast. Every single actor was given their all in this movie, especially from Lupita and Kit Connor. Now the story in this movie is cute, predictable, yet cute. Yes, the story is predictable. I mean, it's a kid's movie at the end of the day, but I think what really elevates the story are the heartfelt emotions and the themes that this movie is trying to convey. The movie tackles the themes of friendship, kindness, acceptance, belonging, and the trials and tribulations of motherhood. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a parent, but from what I've seen from other people who I know in real life that are parents, parenting is not easy. It takes a certain level of love, commitment, and strength to be a parent. And the movie addresses that with Roz and Bright Bill in the most heartbreaking yet heartwarming way possible. And also shows that no matter how hard life gets, you have to treat people with kindness. You have to treat people with respect. And how we as human beings need to understand the concept of friendship and not take advantage of that and value it more. Chris Sanders, you ain't got no right to be having a grown man crying in the movie theater 5 times in a row. But in the end, y'all, not only is The Wild Robot one of the best animated films ever, it is one of the best films, period. So if you want a feel-good family movie that's going to have you hug your loved ones super tight, I would highly recommend The Wild Robot. So plugging The Wild Robot. Into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pinnacle zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for The Wild Robot. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about The Wild Robot. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for Shrek 5? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.